Hello, dear students. Welcome back to our news channel. Let's go to the article of the day. India calls for restraint as attacks escalate in West Asia. Students, first you need to have a look on the world map. And when we talk about West Asia, we know that this a part of it has already been covered in one of the podcasts we have done last week, right? So today we will be diving into a topic that's shaping the global economy as we speak. Mostly the escalating conflict in West Asia, right? So अगर हम वेस्ट एशिया की बात करते हैं तो सिचुएशन वहां पे हम जैसे जैसे पढ़ते जा रहे हैं खराब होती चल रही सिचुएशन कॉन्फ्लिक्ट एस्केलेट होता जा रहा है एंड this whole thing has ripple effect on India's trade. India, as per the our statement issued by our external affairs minister, Mr. S. Shankar, he said that we are deeply concerned at the escalation of security situation and West Asia. In West Asia, he said कि जो escalation बढ़ता जा रहा है, conflict बढ़ता जा रहा है, India is deeply concerned, right? Escalation क्या है? Situation क्या है? We know that Hamas is in conflict with Israel, right? And Hamas has support of Hezbollah, which is based on Lebanon. Lebanon based है, and Hezbollah is supporting Hamas, right? तो रेड सी पर भी कॉन्फ्लिक्ट हो रहा है और रेड सी हमें पता है कि इज वन ऑफ द बिजिएस्ट रूट. इसके साथ ही जो रेड सी शिपिंग रूट है, एस्केलेशन बढ़ने से इंडिया का जो ट्रेड है वो इम्पैक्ट हो रहा है, राइट? एंड we will be exploring how India is also working to mitigate these risks, right? So what is happening in West Asia right now? The region is facing significant unrest, especially countries like I've mentioned earlier, Israel, Lebanon and Iran. और जो ये कॉन्फ्लिक्ट चल रहा है इन एक्सट्रीमिस्ट ग्रुप के साथ, इसका इम्पैक्ट सिर्फ इन कंट्रीज में नहीं हो रहा, बट इट इज हैविंग अ रिपल इफेक्ट ऑफ ऑन इवन इंडिया. So here's how it's playing out for India. West Asia is a crucial region for our trade, especially when we talk about oil. See, India imports 86% of oil, कौन सा oil, petrol, diesel, from this region. And we also we also deal with electronics and agriculture, right? But the shipping routes are disrupted. This shipping route, the Red Sea shipping route, is now disrupted, right? तो इस शिपिंग रूट के डिस्टर्ब होने से सबसे पहले अगर हम ट्रेड की बात करते हैं, as you can see in here, this is written, this was largely because India's petroleum exports in August slipped sharply by 38% due to the Red Sea crisis. इंडिया का पेट्रोलियम एक्सपोर्ट 38% रिड्यूस हो गया है, राइट? सो exporters are worried and ultimately government is also worried. एक्सपोर्ट के साथ साथ इंपोर्ट, जो कि जैसे ऑयल वगैरह है, इंडिया इज एक्सपोर्टिंग, इंडिया इज इंपोर्टिंग लॉट्स ऑफ ऑयल फ्रॉम दीज कंट्रीज. अगर पेट्रोल डीजल कॉस्टली होगा, देन जो बाकी डेली यूज के प्रोडक्ट्स हैं, they will also be costly, right? But this article is also saying that West Asia has a silver lining. due to the neutrality of regional players such as Saudi Arab, UAE, Kuwait, and Qatar. So ये जो countries हैं, they are neutral as of now, and they have remained uninvolved. They are not involving in the whole issue, right? तो इसके चलते इंडिया को कुछ फायदा भी ये हुआ है कि जो कंट्रीज हैं जैसे गल्फ काउंसिल कॉरपोरेशन की, उनके साथ इंडिया का ट्रेड भी इंक्रीज हुआ है. Like India's exports to Iran grew by 15.2% during this whole period. But अगर हम overall देखें जो volume of trade है which passes through Suez Canal, now you have to find out and you have to tell me on the comments that Suez Canal किस दो river bodies किस दो water bodies को connect करता है. Which two water bodies are connected through Suez Canal? You have to tell me in the comments below, right? So Suez Canal, the volume of trade that passed through Suez Canal dropped by 50% year over year in the first 2 months of the year. ऐसा इसलिए क्योंकि कॉन्फ्लिक्ट जब बढ़ता है ऑब्वियसली उस पाथ से, उस ट्रेड रूट से countries will be reluctant to send their goods or trade their goods, because few months back we have also heard the news that Houthi rebels attacked Israel, or they attacked with weapon on the sea route. Which sea route? Red Sea route. अब Red Sea route, Suez Canal वाला area जो है, it carries lots and lots of volume of trade and lots of trade cargo ships. It passed through this pathway. So the conflict is going to have an effect on the trade route, on the global trade route. And since the Red Sea crisis began, Indian exporters have been asking the government to focus on developing a shipping line of global repute. Right? So, with the shipping routes which are disrupted, the oil supplies are at risk, and Indian exporters are feeling the pinch. For example, oil prices have already risen by $4 per barrel due to the instability. And students, this may not sound like much, but for a country like India, which imports nearly 85% of its oil, this price hike can significantly affect everything from transportation cost to the price of basic goods. Moreover, this conflict is also hitting the logistics industry. Shipping routes through the Middle East, particularly through the Red Sea, are facing disruption. Now, students, I want you all to imagine that you are an exporter and you are sending electronics or agricultural goods from India to Europe. So normally your shipments would pass through West Asia. Ye India hai, and this is Europe. So if as an exporter, you want to send your goods to Europe, you'll be using this path. You'll be using this trade route. But now insurance costs are rising. And shipping companies are rerouting their vessels. Right? क्योंकि उस एरिया से तो भेज नहीं सकते क्योंकि वहां पे कॉन्फ्लिक्ट है. So they are rerouting their ships, their cargo ships. And insurance costs are also rising. So this makes it more expensive and slower to get goods to market. इंडिया के पास फिर अब क्या ऑप्शन रहेगा कि पूरा यहां से वेस्ट अफ्रीका से पूरा घूम के फिर यूरोप में आना. And this will be expensive for exporters in India. And this also affects everything from your smartphone to the food in your fridge. Right? And last year, India, announced one initiative to boost global connectivity. This initiative is known as India Middle East Europe Economic Corridor. And this was announced last year during the G20 meeting in New Delhi. So IMC is basically, it provides a more reliable trade route that connects India, the Middle East, and the Europe. The idea is to reduce dependence on traditional routes like pass through conflict zones like West Asia, right? So in essence, IMEC aims to provide a safer, more stable path for goods to flow between these key regions, right? And India can, use this initiative to sort of, respond to this whole conflict. According to External Minister S. Jaishankar, the IMEC is about more than just avoiding the conflict. It's about creating new opportunities. Imagine India as a central hub that connects Europe and the Middle East with innovative logistics solutions and even sustainable practices. तो इंडिया एक सेंट्रल हब की तरह आप इमेजिन करो जो मिडल ईस्ट को और यूरोप को कनेक्ट कर रहा है थ्रू सी रूट्स. अब इससे क्या होगा? दिस इज गोइंग टू स्ट्रेंथन India's position in global trade. And this will ensure that disruptions like those we are seeing in West Asia won't cripple our economy. Right? But इस कॉन्फ्लिक्ट से जो प्रोग्रेस हमने किया है थ्रू इंडिया मिडल ईस्ट यूरोप इकोनॉमिक कॉरिडोर, इस कॉन्फ्लिक्ट से ये जॉपर्डाइज हो सकता है. राइट? एक्सपोर्टर्स भी इशू फेस कर रहे हैं और इंडिया का इन्वेस्टमेंट है इंडिया मिडल ईस्ट यूरोप इकोनॉमिक कॉरिडोर में, तो ये जेपोडाइज हो सकता है. As you can see, these are the ports which are covered through this corridor, and it consists of not just sea routes but rail route also. जो dotted lines है, these are sea routes, and the one with the solid lines are rail routes. And you can see it's connecting Mumbai to Dubai, Riyadh, Al Haditha, Haifa, and Prayas. So it's a series of, it is connecting different ports through series of sea route as well as the rail route. And this is quite important for India. And this will also help India to connect with not just Europe, but also Central Asian countries. Right? And if India wants to diverse its trade basket, so India, that is why India is investing so much on such kind of economic corridor. Because it will help grow our economy in this whole region. So students, in conclusion, while the conflict in West Asia, it presents a significant challenges for India's trade route. It also highlights the importance of diversifying and securing our supply chains. कि सिर्फ हम एक ही रास्ते पे डिपेंडेंट नहीं हो सकते हैं. पहले क्या हो रहा था कि इंडिया यहाँ मुंबई पोर्ट से गया, ये रेड सी, दिस इज द रीजन. यस, दिस इज द रीजन. यहां से इंडिया कर रहा है एक्सपोर्ट और इंपोर्ट फॉर दैट मैटर. बट ड्यू टू द कॉन्फ्लिक्ट, इंडिया is India's exporters are facing so many issues because of this conflict. So this whole situation, it highlights that we need to diversify and secure our supply chains. We need to look for alternatives. Dependency only on one particular option is never suitable. So IMEC, it offers a promising solution, and it provides India with a way to bypass this whole unstable region while also fostering stronger economic ties with Europe and even Middle East, right? But इस conflicts के साथ, क्योंकि ये region involved है, this region is involved, right? So it is going to, impact, it is going to jeopardize the progress that we have made through this economic corridor. As you can see, the world is interconnected in ways that directly impact our daily lives, from the prices we pay for goods to the stability of our income. All right, students. So that's all for today's episode of News Podcast. Now, if you enjoyed this podcast or learned something new, be sure to share it with your friends. Right, students? Thanks for tuning in and stay curious.